How long should a blog post be? Hey, what's going on guys, my name is Alex and welcome to my channel Blogging is Awesome, where I share tips on how to succeed blogging or running a niche site and monetizing it with affiliate marketing. And in this video I want to address a super important question: how long should a blog post be, or how many word long article should you write for your website? If you didn't know, the length of the content of your blog post or an article is one of the important SEO metrics, which means that Google pays attention to the length of your article, of your blog post, when Google tries to understand how high should it rank your article in the search results. And I see a lot of questions like, is 700 word article enough to publish to my blog in order to rank in Google, or should I write 2000 word article, or maybe I should go for 5000 words? And I totally understand these questions. I ask these questions myself, and answering this question, there are two aspects to it. The first one is that there is no single answer, single correct answer for all the cases. So in each and every case there's different number, different length of the article needed. But the second aspect is that in this video I'm going to show you how you can understand, how you can identify the exact number, the exact word count, how long your blog post should be in order to rank in the top 10 results of Google for your particular keyword phrase. So without further ado, let's jump right to my laptop and I will show you how to calculate the exact number, how long your blog post should be. And before we proceed, if you want to learn how to make money blogging with affiliate marketing, I invite you to check out the link below this video in the description and join my free affiliate marketing course. So guys, just for the sake of this tutorial, let's imagine that we want to target a keyword phrase that sounds like best welding helmet. And we want to write an article or a blog post targeting this keyword phrase, and we want to understand how long should we write this article. Should it be 700 words, 1000 words, 2000 words, or maybe 5 or even 7000 word long? And for that there are two methods how you can identify the exact number. Let me show you first the first method, how you can identify, how you can find this exact number of the word count. This method some of you may have seen in other videos of other guys who are showing you how to identify this kind of number, the number of the length of the article. But if you haven't seen this method before, you might find this useful. I personally like the second method because it's easier and faster, but I want to give you an option, and let's first cover the first one. So let's go to google.com and search for the keyword phrase that we want to target. And in our case, it's going to be best welding helmet. Press enter and we see the results in front of us. The next step that we should do, we should open each of the top 10 results. Except for Amazon and you know, the guys that are kind of e-commerce related articles, we want to open exactly blog posts. We have multiple articles open right here. We don't need to go on the second page. The first top 10 results is more than enough. And what we should do now, we should copy the entire article just like that, without the comments, without the any other pieces of text like in the bottom, or sometimes they have some comments below the article. We don't need to copy those pieces of information. All we have to copy is just the article itself, and this is just Command C or Control C. Then go to the Microsoft Word document. A blank document is just fine. If you don't have Microsoft Word, you can try OpenOffice or some alternatives, like maybe even Google Docs would work. Then click the right button of the mouse and click Paste Special. After that, use unformatted text, because if you are going to paste HTML format, then it may take too long time and it can mess up with the results. So just unformatted text, click OK, and as you can see, our article is has been pasted into Word document. So you can see right here at the very bottom of the document the total amount of words counted in this particular article. It's 2.9 thousand, so 2,000, almost, let's say 3,000 words. Right now, I recommend, if you are going to follow this approach, then I recommend you to put down the link of this article that we counted the word, the amount of words. Just copy the link into a spreadsheet, let's say, or you probably have a document or spreadsheet where you put down the keyword research information. By the way, guys, if you still haven't seen my super simple to follow tutorial on keyword research, I invite you to check out that video by following this link in the corner. Check that video out after you finish watching this one. So you can put somewhere next to that keyword phrase in that document the link to this article and the total amount of words in this article. After that, we should open the second article and do exactly the same. I'm not going to do for all the 10 articles in the top 10 results, but just let me do it the second article to show you how it's done. And we do exactly the same, unformatted text. Okay, scroll to the bottom. So as you can see, the length of the second article is more than 3,140. You can do the same. You can add the link to this article and the total amount of words that it has. Now, guys, I personally don't like this approach because it's too much hassle. You have to copy paste all 10 articles from the top 10 results to understand the range of the length of the articles in the top 10 results. And it's too much hassle. You have to put down the results and all that. So what I personally like to do is the second approach that I'm going to show you right now. With the second approach, all we have to do is open a certain link on a website called Search Bloom. I'm going to add this link below this video in the description. It's absolutely 100% free tool. You don't have to pay for this tool. It's free 100%. You don't even have to register to use this tool. You open this tool, then you go to google.com, do exactly the same, put down your keyword phrase, best welding helmet. And in this case, you don't even have to open those top 10 results of the articles right here. All you have to do is click the right button here, copy a link address, go to this tool, scroll a little bit lower, find this field, click the right button and click paste. Then go back to Google top 10 results, copy the second link and do the same with all 10 articles on the first page of Google. So we copied the link of all the articles that we found in the top 10 results of Google for our particular keyword phrase. We copy it into this field, and right now we have to click perform check. We don't even have to click this I'm not a robot captcha, just perform check and that's it. And we have the results in front of us for all 10 articles. Okay, in this case we have only 8 articles simply because I haven't copied Amazon and we have the features snippet. Sometimes Google doesn't show all 10 results, they show only some of the articles. But the key point here is to copy all the results from the first page. And in front of us we have word count total. It counts also some descriptions of the menus, some footers, some comments as well, and all that. Therefore, we have to pay attention only to correct word count. Now, guys, the final step. Whether you followed the first approach using Word document to count the length of the articles in the top 10 results, or you followed the second approach using Search Bloom freebie tool, it's totally up to you, whatever you like better. Let me tell you what to do with these numbers in order to understand how long you should write your blog post or an article. So when we look at the word count of the top 10 results, if you want a simple answer, really the answer right here, right now, to understand how long your blog post should be, just find the longest article in the top 10 results. In our case, it's pretty much 9,000 words, and aim for that number. You can even beat that number with a couple of hundred words, maybe with 500 words. It's totally up to you, but this is just the super simple and easy answer for you. The only thing that you have to consider, that especially when the article is this long, it's pretty hard to stay focused on the topic. So you want to make sure that all the words, the entire article is going to be focused on the topic, is going to be super relevant, super related to the topic, to the keyword that you're trying to rank for. If you're going to use a lot of filler language, a lot of kind of semi-related information just to add that word count and reach those 9,000 words in order, just to write that long article, then Google will neglect that unrelated information, and in reality, in the eyes of Google, your article is going to be way shorter than the actual number that you personally see. But if you want to dig deeper, you can actually analyze the websites as well. You can check their DR rating, its domain rating in Ahrefs, or DA, domain authority in SEMrush, to understand, for example, the difference between these top two sites with shorter articles and the third site with a long article. For example, it can be so that these two websites in the top two, on the top two spots, have higher domain rating or higher domain authority. That's why they can rank higher than the third position, than this website with 9,000 word article that can have a lower domain rating or domain authority. But in some cases it's vice versa. Higher domain rating website with this long article can rank lower than lower domain rating websites, simply because their article is not related, is not optimized, it's not too relevant to the keyword phrase. They have a lot of filler content in their article. That's why shorter, precise, kind of targeted content ranking higher with less words. If you are a total beginner, if you barely understand keyword research process, competition analysis, maybe this kind of deeper analytical approach, deeper analysis of the top 10 results and the article length and the content density may sound a little bit too complicated. Therefore, I recommend you to stick to the first rule. Just aim for the longest article word count and do exactly the same number or a little bit higher. The more articles you write, the more articles you analyze, the more results you analyze and more keyword research you do, the better you will be getting and understanding this entire process, and eventually you will naturally understand how long your article should be comparing to the top 10 results and what kind of content you should write to rank in the top 10 results. So guys, the logic behind this approach is that Google puts on the front page in the top 10 results the best results, the best articles that Google thinks should rank for this particular keyword phrase in the top 10 results. That's why we should see the average number of the word count of the articles that are ranking in the top 10 results to understand how long should we write our own blog post if we want to reach top 10 results for this particular keyword phrase. That's why for one keyword phrase it can be one number, for another keyword phrase it can be way lower number. In some cases you will find even 1,000 word article is going to be the longest one. In our case it's almost 9,000 words is the longest article, but I have to say that it's not usual. But you can also do this kind of word count check before writing an actual article, before targeting for that particular keyword phrase. If you find a keyword phrase that has the average word count, let's say 5,000 words in the top 10 results, and you have another keyword phrase with a similar metrics, like similar monthly search volume, similar level of competition, but the average word count is only 2,000 words, then maybe you should target that second keyword phrase that will require a blog post only of about 2,000 words. So guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you liked this video. If you're new here on my channel, I invite you to hit that subscribe button below because more cool videos to come. And make sure that the bell notification button is on. This way you will be getting notifications of my future uploads. Also hit the like button below if you like this video, and see you in the next one.